Okay, so as I was talking about statutory liquidity ratio, as I said, it is that percentage of the deposits which the banks have to, keep with themselves, hold with themselves in highly liquid government security. So SLR is one of the many arrows where the monetary policy is used, sometimes, and it helps to manage the money supply, then interest rates, and the credit availability in the country. So SLR is a very important tool for the monetary policy, and its primary aim is to ensure that the banks have enough liquidity with the in against the security, so that it can honor the deposits also, the honor the deposits demand. Now the current rate of SLR is 20%. As I said, simply means that the bank has to invest rupees 20 out of rupees 100 rupees deposited with him in the government securities. So the SLR is used by the RBI to tighten or ease out. So SLR, as I said, is very very important. As for instance, if SLR will have more money, then the banks will be able to lend more money. So hence, investment will increase, and also the income and growth will also income. So income and growth is also increase if there is more of SLR. So if SLR is an important tool for reviving the economy also, now over the years, the use of CRR and SLR as instruments of monetary control has been reduced, and from 37 to 38% in the early 90s, the RBI has now reduced SLR to 20%. So previously banks had to keep more, 37 to 38%, so that now it has been reduced to 20%. Now the RBI always doesn't want to remove its big guns to show off, but at the time of inflation, SLR and CRR are very important tools to control the inflation. Okay, so they can free up the banks, they can boost the investment, lendings increase, and what happens, total income and growth of the economy also increases. Okay, so now we will talk about the next one, that is the bank base rate. Okay, so just let me wrap this. Yes. So now we will talk about is the bank base rate. Okay, so what is a bank base rate? It is the minimum interest rate of a bank below which it is not permissible to lend. So you cannot, below this the banks are not allowed to lend, except if any RBI intervenes and if RBI allows. So except in some cases, if allowed by the RBI. Okay, so as I said, so BR is the minimum interest rate that a bank must charge, because below the base rate it is not right. Okay, so the banks cannot, okay, to lend, it is not right for the banks to lend. Okay, now this base rate, let me write something more about it. Okay, so let me just clear this. Okay, so the base rate introduced with effect, so when was it introduced? Let me write down. From 1st July 2011 by the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, and now it is the new tool rate for lending operations of banks. Okay, so now all categories of domestic rupee loan should be priced only with the reference of base rate. So let me write all categories of domestic rupee loans should be priced only with the reference to the base rate. Okay, now the reason for introducing this base rate was to bring out the transparency in the bank lending rate, so that it will be more transparent and everybody, it is crystal clear, to improve the monetary transmission all over the bank. So there must be a clarity, and there must be transparency. Okay, so previously there was something else, and now bank rate or base rate has been replaced. So let me just clear this also. Okay, so the base rate has replaced the previous benchmark or the previous important rate. Okay, lending rate. What was the lending rate? It was called as BPLR. Okay, which bank charged to its most trustworthy customers. So this was only done for some exclusive customers, not to everybody only. So this BPLR was only a bank charged to its most trustworthy customer. Now the committee constituted, very important point, constituted under the deputy governor of RBI. And who is his name? You have to write, and please remember, Deepak Mohanty. So he is the one who recommended that BPLR must be abolished. So recommended the abolishment of the BPLR, and there must be more transparent base rate. So this way the base rate was introduced to bring more transparency. As I told you also, they were thinking that they need something which is more transparent. Okay, so now we have finished all the functions of monetary policy under the quantitative measures, and that is also called as the direct measures. So now we will talk about is the qualitative measures of the RBI. Okay, so let me just clear this. I hope you have understood. So now we will talk about is the qualitative measures. Okay, yes, so we will talk about is the qualitative measure of the RBI. So I told you which is direct. So quantitative measure is